Hello everybody, we're back for another Halloween reading, and tonight we're going to visit the 100-Acre Woods with Winnie the Pooh. Boo to you, Winnie the Pooh. So let's go ahead and get her started. Once each year there comes the most peculiar day. The dark grows darker, the leaves rattle on the tree, and everything is a tad spookier. On this particular day, Winnie the Pooh was dressed like a bee, snacking on his last drop of honey. Oh, Halloween, he chuckled. Though it's not fond of tricking, I do enjoy treats. There you go, you got Winnie the Pooh dressed up like a bumblebee. A few minutes later, a skeleton bounced in. Not late, am I? Asked Tigger, for that was who the bouncer was. Behind him was Eeyore, the real one, who was wrapped in bandages like a mummy, and Gopher, who was dressed up like Eeyore. Hello, Eeyore, said Gopher, and said Pooh. Dagnabbit, you know it's me. He left to find a new costume. Come on, Pooh, cried Tigger. We better get moving on. But first we need to get Piglet, Pooh replied. Piglet was putting the finishing touches on his costume when he heard a Tigger-like boo-hoo-hoo coming from the entryway. Why, Piglet, said Pooh to his friend, hurrying to greet them. Where's your costume? We've got to get Halloweening, said Tigger. Ooh, Piglet stumbled. I didn't really want to go outside. Why, while Piglet gets ready, said Pooh. I'll try out my costume on our friends at the honey tree. Dang it. There we go. But Pooh, Piglet said, following his friends. Perhaps it would be best, Pooh said, if we started out the door. If you didn't say my name, I might make the bees suspicious. But the bees knew exactly what Pooh was trying to do. They began to buzz angrily. Pooh and the others ran away from the honey tree as fast as they could. Nearby, Rabbit inspected his pumpkin patch. Perfect, he proclaimed. Suddenly Rabbit heard bees. He looked up just in time to see Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and Eeyore smashing into his beautiful pumpkins. The bees flew away, disturbed by the chaos. All my favorite holidays, Rabbit sighed. Halloween isn't one. Soon it grew darker, and Piglet hurried home. Got into his costume. He realized he was just too scared to go outside. Suddenly there was a knock at his door. Who's there? He squeaked. It's me, them, us, said Pooh, sounding voice. Pooh Bear, asked Piglet. How can I be certain it's you? Perhaps if you say something only you would say, I'd be certain. How about I am Pooh? You are, said confused Pooh. Then who am I? It is you, squealed Piglet, jumping out of his costume and opening the door. Piglet, will you be joining us for Halloween? I'm afraid I'm just too afraid, Piglet replied. It's okay, said Pooh Bear. You won't have a Halloween. We'll just have a Halloween. Thank you, Pooh Bear, Piglet said with a smile. Piglet and Pooh explained their plan to everyone, Eeyore and Tigger, and with that everyone went home. Alone once more, Piglet created lots of noise telling all the Spookable and monster beasts to stay away. They had to know it was Hollow wasn't in his house somehow. Soon the storm began to rage outside. Pooh looked out the window. I hope Piglet isn't too frightened. I suspect something should be done. But what? I tried to concentrate. Think, he muttered, and to no one's great surprise, then his own, he just did that. It's because Piglet can't have a Halloween with us, said Pooh. There's no reason why we can't have a Halloween with him. A little while later, Tigger was bouncing around when two figures opened his door. Spookables. Hooray, Tigger tripped over his tail. Spookables removed their sheets. It was Pooh and Eeyore. We're on our way to Piglet's to have a Halloween. Would you like to come? We made new costumes since the other ones were torn with the pumpkin patch. What are we standing around here for? Tigger said, snatching a sheet. They almost reached Piglet's house when a tree branch snagged Pooh's bedsheet. Pooh was certain he had been clutched by the claw of a Spookable. Help! Shouted Pooh. Pooh Bear, Piglet said, hearing Pooh cry from inside his house. Tigger and everyone were still wrapped in ghostly bed sheets, tried to free Pooh from the branch. Oh no, Piglet cried when he saw them. Spookables got Pooh. I must help him. Halloween or Halloween. Suddenly, Piglet noticed the costume he made. I'll save you, Pooh, he cried, putting it on. He stumbled outside and yelled, Boo! As loud as he could. Pooh, everyone, Eeyore, and Tigger looked up in horror and ran away, leaving Pooh's costume on the branch. They ran past a startled Gopher, who was now wearing Rabbit's costume. Look out, Spookables, they screamed. Gopher looked up just as Piglet ran into him. They both went rolling after the other. Rabbit, who had been trying to keep his remaining pumpkins dry, was with an umbrella glanced up. Not again, he cried. Just before Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, and Gopher collided costumes and pumpkin pieces flew everywhere. Finally, they untangled themselves and discovered that there was not a single Spookable around. "You saved us, Pooh," told Piglet. "You here and the Spookables aren't. You must have chased them away." "Way to go, Piglet," claimed Tigger. Piglet's friends shook his hand. With half a second, Piglet said to Tigger, "You aren't dressed up as anything for Halloween." Piglet realized he had lost his costume in all the excitement. Then he smiled. "Oh, but I am," he said. "I decided to be Pooh's best and bravest friend." "And that," said Pooh, smiled up, "is precisely who you are." And that was tonight's story. Till we see each other again tomorrow.